Today we're going to be doing Timber Coupe V1, which is one of the first cars you get in real time. To see how long it actually takes from Rokhala to Ynystere. We've already done the longboard time. It took about 15-16 minutes with a singular trade pack. And we're going to see how long this one takes. See, the great thing about this is it's really cheap to make. It's a good first starter car. I'd say it's about 500-600 gold, maybe less. 400-500 gold to make. I'd say it's like one of the better things to spend your money on. It's good for trade packs, and we're going to be testing it in real time. How long it takes. We are doing a preserved Gilder speciality pack. These are the ones that cost 2 Gilder each. The other materials are like 4 or 5 gold. It's not too bad. Then it usually sells from about 26 to upwards of 35-40 gold, depending on the day. So with this we take the same route up the mountain, which is like down to the west and then up around the backside of Loca's Nose, instead of taking the lift, because with the lift it seems to, like, I don't know, you know, you have to desummon your mount, you know, you have to wait for the lift, you have to get on the lift, you have to make sure you don't fall off the lift, and it's a pain waiting and all that. Now I think this is a lot less horsepower than the cogwheel longboard that we have. It doesn't say what horsepower the cogwheel is, but it's definitely noticeable. Also the fact that this doesn't gain speed, it just stays 14 all the time, isn't really an issue. Or you can see, look, 14 steady, always 14. Never goes above it. So what we're doing is we're going up the mountains again. Excuse me. Hopping over the mountains to Rockbourne Basin. We'll go up like here. I think they are making a path here in the upcoming expansions for people who want to do trade packs, because they have the normal route is you have to go down towards Paranor, which is, yeah, no thanks. I'm not doing that. Ooh. So it does get up the mountain, but it is slow, as you can see. But it does get up there. Definitely a lot slower than the cogwheel, but it does do it. And you know, you couldn't get up here on a donkey, and you couldn't get up here on a freighter. See, it barely just handles making it up. You know, it still makes it up. You know, still does it, but barely. I think it's too steep for the car. But it does make it up, so it does take a bit of practice as well. You know, to perfect it. So I actually had about 380 gilder, and I had like loads of them labour, you know, recharge things. And like what I did was when we got the Redwood Roaster, the 15-day scroll, I used like so much. I probably used about 280 gilder doing the gilder preserve packs. And like I had like 35 labour recharges. Used all them. Not total, because you can only use 10,000 labour a day. But you know, I was doing like at least 8,000 a day. Maybe like 7,000, but around 8,000. And like, you know, I think the great thing is just logging in the next day and just opening your mail and seeing like a list of specialty trader. You know, specialty trader all the way, like all 20 mail slots. You know, I used to be getting like 900, 1100 gold every day. Obviously, you got to counter in the fact that you have to invest a bit of gold to make some gold. But you know, it costs like 7-8 gold for the ground spice if you make them through like peppers. The apples are free because Rokhala's zone is apples. You know, so you can just grab them for free, and the gilder, you know, to every pack. It does add up, but it's not really a problem. So like you spend like, I was spending like maybe like 8 gold per investment, and I only died once and lost 2 out of 3 packs. And I think the worst thing about the Redwood Roadster was that I found, like my personal opinion was, when someone kills your skateboard, your cogwheel, it only costs 5 Shotgun Sands. And same with the car. Once you kill the car, it only costs 5. I think with the speedboat as well, the speedboat's only 5. But when someone kills your upgraded Redwood Roadster, it costs 40. And, you know, like, if you're only spending like a couple of gold, you know, for trade packs. Oh, my bad. Yeah, if you're only spending like a couple of gold investment, you know, for trade packs in general, and then someone kills your thing, and it costs you 40 gold in sands to repair your car. Yeah, you know, it doesn't matter how much money we make a day. It's, you know, it's still a chunk of cash. And yeah, it was a bit of a bummer, but it's just what happens. But you can tell this is like a lot slower than the cogwheel that we did earlier, because on the timer it said on 15 minutes 40 seconds, and I think the cogwheel video I did it was 18 minutes, but we killed the Grahaxa Defiler in Silent Forest, which probably took about 30 seconds. And I was messing about with handling and stuff, so that took a few minutes off. But now we're at 60 minutes here, so you can definitely tell the speed difference. But this car is definitely good for the first car, especially with the price tag, 500-600 gold. You see, when you compare this to like the Redwood Roadster, this is like a no-brainer. Whereas the Redwood Roadster's great if you're like a trade pack, if you love doing trade packs like I do. But it just costs so much money. It's like a big investment to make your money back. Like, in the 15-day scroll Redwood Roadster that we got as a gift. I made like maybe like 4 or 5,000 gold from the guilder and from the packs that I was doing. With only like 1,100-1,200 investment, but you know, it's like you've got to factor in the things like if people are selling the peppers and vanillas, which most of the time they are, you know, and you've got to make sure they're under like a certain value. Around 10-12 silver is pretty good. And also you've got to factor in time zones, because when I do this now, it's quite early in the morning for like Americans. This is North America server, but when you do it quite late at night, for English people, for British, sorry, it's actually their afternoon, so they're all like home. Well, most of them are home, so it's quite peak time. So obviously, look, you can see there's a few reds here, and that's us done. Thanks for watching. 26 gold, and goodbye.